554 naira 0.61 kobo. Accordingly, within the year, the Commission was able to secure a special intervention to the tune of 94,878,000 naira. And the whole money, 94,878,000 for the special intervention was released. The special intervention was provided for renovation and building of toilet facilities at the Yongoji Leprosy Center around Kwali Area Council, where our people are housed in that place. Thank you. This is the summary of the budget performance for the year 2023.
Go ahead with 2024.
Performance.
Do you have anything to?
For the 2024, the total allocation for personnel is 344,582,423 naira, while the total overhead is 532,572 naira 234 naira. And then the capital development fund provided is 2,517,834,560 naira. This is the only money allocated for the 35.5 million Nigerians with disabilities for the year 2024. Thank you.
Distinguished Abdul Ningi.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, this is a very disturbing statistics. It's so disturbing that on the personnel, you had allocation of 854 million, but you barely got 201 million, leaving a balance of 652. The question, therefore, did you borrow money from the bank to pay salary and allowances? Or did you reduce your staff to be able to, how did you meet up with a budget that is almost 32% personnel? How did you cope up in 2023? Did you borrow money or what is it?
Thank you so very much. The huge allocation, as you see it for last year, we made that request based on a proposal. From the provision of the law, we are supposed to provide a whole number of sign language interpreters across the country, in hospitals, in courts, in different places. May I take this opportunity to complain to our distinguished senators that when we send interpreters to the Senate here, from the clerk, we receive a letter back rejecting them to come here, which is a breakage of our law. So based on that provision of the law, we were supposed to provide these sign language interpreters in different places. So the number of sign language interpreters that are required in the country to be able to provide these services are very huge. That was where we were viewing the amount of the money. And when the proposal was made, we were not able to get the appropriate approval to be able to employ all of the sign language interpreters to distribute them. In the hospitals, our deaf people have no communication with medical doctors. It is causing a lot of problems in courts, in police stations, and in different places. It is denying us access to justice. for persons with disabilities. And therefore, we believe that these people deserve the services, as the law says that every deaf person have the right to have access to a sign language interpreter. And different government agencies are supposed to have sign language interpreters, because when you are communicating as a minister, as president, as vice president, anywhere you sit down to talk to the populace, sign language interpreters are supposed to be there by your side to sign it, because there are special Nigerian citizens who rely on the sign language interpreters to access information. So we were not happy, we were not able to get that necessary approval for the employment.
Did you write to the two committees of the House and the Senate about this development?
Oh, okay, for the Senate, yeah. Sorry, we didn't write. We will write a complaint. We will write a complaint, and I attached a letter from the clerk from the Senate rejecting the sign language interpreters here. They were admitted at the House of Representatives. They were accepted in the House of Representatives, but in the Senate here, they reject them outrightly. We were so surprised. We are so surprised.
So, Mr. Chairman,
because we come.
But on the rep side, the Speaker has approved it and is in the final stage now. I think when we resume, there will be sign language interpreters. I've also made outreach to the Senate President. I think there will be a change of heart in that regard. But it's correct that it was rejected in the Senate. Right.
Any other comment?
Comments in the absence of none, as someone that is he deserves a special commendation for what he has been doing, because apart from the passion and the commitment, it's really on top of it. And then you can see the effort since I've been following him. But the main issue is that there's not enough fund for what they are doing. So the funding is really small. I'm glad that the chairman is here now. Okay. We're talking about the Committee on Disabilities. That is one of those areas that you said that they will need attention or need help in terms of the budget. So that's my comment.
Let me thank you for a robust presentation. In fact, my colleagues were telling me your challenges based on funding, and then you are also not represented in any quota. Your quota is vacant in all MDAs. So we don't want to overblow the issue. We sympathize with your situation, and we are going to take it up. I don't want to say more than that. You have our full support. Everybody here is sympathetic to your cause. Every one of us is sympathetic to your cause, and we have you at heart. 35 million people is not a joke. It's a huge number. And then, as members of this committee, we'll look into your problems, and we'll try to do the needful by the grace of God. If you have 35 million votes, you can defeat any country, any candidate in Nigeria. So we will try and bring you on board. Make sure all the 35 million of you have your voters card. We are going to change the narratives. Well done.
Distinguished Senators, I want to use this opportunity to bring a special request to the Senate Committee, House of Representatives Committee, all legislators. We say disability issues is everybody's business. Everywhere you go for your campaign, you see persons with disabilities in your respective constituencies. Some of them are even grouping themselves into support groups to support all of you in your campaign. We want to take this opportunity on behalf of these people in your constituencies that we are requesting a 10% allocation of your constituency projects to address disability issues. Distinguished Senators, our members of the House of Representatives, please and please, at the moment now, as they come, they voted for you, they supported you. This is the payback time for them. We are requesting for you to consider this.
All I will look
Please
into
and
it.
please, so that by 2027 they will be very happy, very strong enough to come out to support you again. We are requesting for 10% of your constituency projects. Please and please to focus on providing assistive devices, focus on providing educational support and other things for persons with disabilities in your constituency, so that their support will never be in vain. And we look forward to your coming back in 2027. Thank you. Thank you.
No clap, because this is, we don't clap in the National Assembly because it is presumed we are in the plenary. Budget defense is part of the sitting of the National Assembly. We don't clap in the National Assembly. So, but because of his peculiar situation, we have forgiven this one. Now, we have listened to you with rapt attention. I want to extract a commitment from you, or make a choice between the two. Make a choice between 10% constituency project, or you want us to increase your budget so that you get what you want. Which one do you want?
Thank you.
Which one do you want?
Thank you so very much, Senator sir. Reviewing the budget, upgrading the budget
is what you want.
Is something that we will be very grateful for it. We would deeply appreciate that. Your provision of that, your 10% is a show of commitment. It's a show of commitment. It is a show of love. It is a show of patriotism from all of you at the National Assembly to show these people in your constituencies the true love they deserve.
Okay, I will now
rule. The most important thing.
Okay, I will rule. Now we are going to look at your budget. You know, first priority. We'll see what we can do to now enhance your budget. We'll put heads together to see. Then as regards your constituency project, we'll discuss it when we meet with our colleagues. You know, this is just a committee. We'll make recommendation. And by the grace of God, we are going to support you. This we have powers to do immediately. But the other ones, we have to bring each and every senator on board. So we'll discuss it when we meet maybe in the executive sessions with our colleague. And from there, we begin. So you have our full support. We are going to look into it. On this note, we thank you for coming, and we now allow you to take a bow and go. Of your 2023 budget performance, and thereafter present the 2024 proposal or budget, I can say. Then thereafter you entertain questions and comments from members. So you can go ahead.
Distinguished Chairman, sir, Co-Chairman, distinguished senators, Honorable Chairman, honorable members, directors of NEMA, Secretariat, members of the press, my name is Mustafa Habib Ahmed, Director General, National Emergency Management Agency. With your kind permission, Mr. Chairman, I will call on the directors of NEMA to introduce themselves, if you permit, with the kind permission of the chairman.